This is Steve Colano, and this is Confidential Remarks. By 2026, the ceiling for productivity has been completely reset. Today, a high-volume agent can move 300 to 500 homes in a single month. This level of performance relies on property data flowing through an intricate web of APIs, artificial intelligence, and automated syndication that spans the globe. In almost every other sector, achieving this kind of hyperscale. But the code driving this high-volume real estate market isn't a recent invention from a Silicon Valley incubator. Its origin is a specific agreement made by a group of brokers in San Diego in 1885. This 140-year connection suggests that innovation in this industry hasn't followed the typical path of total replacement, but rather an unusual process of extreme expansion. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, a broker's reach ended where their personal social network did. If you wanted to sell a house, you were limited by the physical traffic passing your storefront. The 1885 solution was simple. Brokers agreed to pool and share listings. Exposing inventory to other agents ensured properties reached buyers far beyond individual networks. This scaled into organized networks throughout the 1950s and 1970s, making regional cooperation industry standard. By the 1980s, the introduction of databases and computers began to change the workflow. These machines allowed brokerages to exchange property information and finalize transactions with a speed that manual paperwork could never match. Digital systems accelerated the exchange of data, but they were built to execute the exact same cooperative logic that had been used for a century. The next shift arrived in the 2000s with the Internet Data Exchange, or IDX. This allowed MLS inventory to move beyond closed databases, changing a private network into a vast marketplace where consumers browse shared inventory directly. The mobile revolution of the 2010s took this data even further, using national portals and instant alerts to put collective inventory into every buyer's pocket. By the 2020s, advanced automation and syndication algorithms had removed nearly all the friction from this data pipeline. Today, a listing is broadcast to millions of potential buyers in seconds, a stark departure from the days of waiting for a local buyer to notice a sign on a dirt road. These layers of mobile and consumer tech have turned a simple shared data pool into a dominant digital market. Over the past 140 years, the mechanism has changed from paper to light, but the underlying objective remains identical. It is tempting to see the modern multiple listing service as an outdated model in an age of AI and automation. In reality, the modern MLS is the evolved architecture of a specific human insight. Whether it was a San Diego handshake or a global API call, the lesson of the last century is clear. Exposure creates opportunity, and the most efficient way to generate that exposure is through cooperation. This has been Confidential Remarks.